5:15 anti-meridian, 5:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, February 18th, 2026. Finally was able to say we wanted to say that the anti-meridian thing before. Whatchamacallit? There's no whatchamacallit for this. It's just because I had thought about it, and I just kept thinking about it. This is the only way I was going to stop thinking about it. Just because we can because we do. Just because we can because we do. I'm not going to consider it a money adventure, but 10 cents short. No, actually 8 cents short. I asked for $1. That's top of the line. Cute face, slim waist with a thick. You know what I'm saying? Yes. So that was the only whatchamacallit behind it. It was just because I was thinking about it and I could, and there was like not a lot of. It was like, we can just right now. Yep, just go ahead and just because. Yep, just go ahead. And the streams are doing decent. The streams are doing decent. So. But I also was like, you see? Here I talking about. It's an odd number. CentoNOVE. Soggetto CentoNOVE. Let's gonna get this done, say the intro, and then the green one came out. That was the one that was there. Nice little chill session. No more motivation. Okay. We're done. We're good. Yep. I don't want you to. I want you to do. I ain't whatchamacallit. I am, but it's like I don't know how this went. I guess I'll talk. Okay, let me see. Welcome to the Graffiti Jungle. Paolo Pulingue. Benvenuti nella giungla di graffiti. Questo è impostore, rockstar. How many times you gonna switch hands? The fake rockstar chat show. Pensieri Tangentiali. Formerly known as Tangential Thoughts Chat Show. Shout out to my co-host and Doggy Having Baby. Podcast Sweet Gihareh. Cigar Talk Podcast. Questo è Soggetto CentoNOVE. Questo è Soggetto CentoNOVE. It's the 109th. This is Subject 109. Sono il tuo capo. Io sono Chief Gihareh. I'm your Chief Gihareh. You see, it was Italian, it was English. It was Italian, it was English. It's a thing. Forget about it. So yeah. Until it's that other whatchamacallit, that's what it's gonna be until then. Man. That like you're a bad dad. That's the only thing that they will admit to. You're a bad dad. That's the only thing that your terrible comment would admit to. The fact that you would have allowed access to your daughter. It's crazy. I get labeled something based off my reaction to what you said. That's what it's like. That's why you don't have to. That's why you should not just react to certain people. You shouldn't respond to them. No response is actually a really good response. Yeah, hell, so that it lets things be of their whatchamacallit, not yours. Yeah, I don't got nothing to say, nothing to talk about. I just want to do it right here. Just chilling. Like a villain. So, I don't know. I don't have nothing to say, so just kick back, relax your feet. Yeah. Actually, I'm stopping myself from doing some other stuff. That is bad. That's not even working out. That's actually a thing, but um, I wouldn't want somebody saying that because it's just like those type of things that other people have, and then like you don't know like just the things that other people are interested in, and it's just like yeah, I don't want you referencing something like that, especially in regards to me. Now, to meet a woman that has an oral fixation, yes, I have a playlist. I have a playlist for every. I made a video for every single one this year. Last year I kept track. This year I made a playlist for each one. I made a video for each one. The playlist is called Soggetto. The playlist for this year. Everyone has a video. The initial lighting. No. I can run a mile in 8 minutes. No. I can run a mile in 8 minutes. Currently. Yeah. Until there is new or something else for me to like do or talk about, like that's what my days are. You know what I'm saying? My days are they're not too whatever, so all I'm gonna have talk about. Bathroom. Other things don't either interest me or there's just no reason I don't find a reason to talk about it. Like talk about it, so then what? So what now what? Oh what? Oh what? Yeah, this is oh yeah. No reason, just because. You know what? I'm gonna take it as like you know what I'm saying. The other ones I do on some and the other ones I do just for you know I'm trying to like oh I'm gonna do this, my handy dandy notebook or these visuals. Right now is just right now I'm telling myself nope. In that regard, in that standpoint, to not just do anything else and just let this just be as is. Making myself relax in that regard, in that sense. Make myself relax. I was looking at I was looking at you know how you can save stuff on your phone when you go on the internet, and then when you do that, they got like there's a little squares and like you can save a shortcut on your internet thing. For some reason, it just made me happy. I think it was Pokemon and my old website, art stuff. I have a shortcut to like different artist websites that I look up to. Uh, um, or a different fashion one too. It's some of them are fashion websites. Like I like I think one was called Southern Gentleman. They sell fedoras. There was this other one. I didn't know how they were doing it, but now I do. It's like you can use a knife to do it. But they sold distress A shirts. Ain't that what you call it? An A shirt? Like a T-shirt is a T-shirt, but the A shirts, I think it's that technical name for it. I don't like that. I get why it's when then I don't. Well, I don't know why. Why they call it an A shirt? You know, the tanks. They sell tanks. They sell distress tanks. I have a shortcut to their website. I haven't actually looked at these in a while, actually. I have a shortcut to the Pokemon database. Like if I need to look up a certain Pokemon and figure out what it evolves into or how to make it evolve or where can I get it. Um, there was this one guy. He has like when it comes to like a graffiti sense, he has like it's like graffiti type art. Like he'll do whatever character, you know, Charlie Brown, Pokemon, NFL. He does whatever, and then he just does a whole bunch of stuff all over. What I admired about his website was the fact that one, it was pricing like everything is expensive, you know. But it's just like that's how he kind of like runs it or whatever. He demands that, or that's what expected. But it was also like he had blankets and just it was just a lot of different things, and like he put the art on pillows and just that just opens your mindset to see what the artist is doing. How it's going by. The last art that I bought from an artist though, another lady, she does water painting. Now there's a couple things I look at. I like again when I look at certain artists, um, their field, wherever they're at, what they do, their specialty. You know, there are things that like for sure. Like I never learned it right. Like a lot of people, like I can draw, but like it's something about line work. Like when they draw and their lines, it's like totally different. It's not like totally different. I feel like if you go to wherever and you study it, I don't know. I don't know what because there's two artists that I'm referencing. One she does portraits. The other lady, she does watercolor. But before she does the watercolor, she draws it. And those sketches, like sometimes she leaves the well, because since it's watercolor, you can still see the lines and stuff, like some of the lines. And so her stuff, I got. I'm not sure if I got like 7 of them. I feel like I got an odd number. If I didn't get 7, I got like 5 of them. I really one was her line work, the other is the watercolor. Now, like again, when I look at certain artists, so one thing I admire about her is the line work, and it's just the fact that because of whatever her art journey has, you know, taken her, she can like this is something else I look at certain artists. Like there are certain ones they can draw anything. Or for whatever they're what you call it, they can just this is so okay. Let me just talk about her. She can draw randomly without looking anything. She can draw a woman, all variations with different types of hair, this and that. She can draw a woman and an animal. And she like and so she mixes the two. She or three, like sometimes it's a woman and a flower. So sometimes like have you ever seen a joint where it's like a woman and then like the head is just a flower? Or she has this one where it's like a panther or whatever, and the panther's paw is like on the girl's shoulder. So she just like she draws women, and she can draw any like the hair. It does not matter the hairstyle, this and that. She can draw a woman animals, flowers, birds. She can just draw her pencil, her line work is just amazing. And she doesn't have to look at anything. That I admire that. I admire artists who don't have to look at anything. And then there's some who still like, without looking at anything, they still have a certain specialty. So one that comes to mind is the guy with the boats. It does not matter what, and he does oil painting, but he can draw a boat in the water, turbulent waters, waves crashing. It does the sun sign, the sunset, sunrise. It does not matter. The sky, water, boat. He doesn't need to look at anything. He can paint, and they all look different, but that's the thing. He doesn't have to look at anything. I admire that. The other girl, she does portraits. Now, her portraits are of people. But she came to mind because it's the line work. The one that I talked about with that can draw a woman with an animal, bird, or she just does birds. She can do birds. She can do plot. That one with the watercolors. That line work also pops up with the girl who does portraits. She does this. She does the line work, and then she does her painting. So she looks at something as a reference, but I just know that she knows what that skill is of that line work. And I admire it. So yeah, I think most of the tabs are fashion, art, and then my old website, and no, my current website and my old website, and Pokemon. I had the ones so that I could like do the editing for those other little sites, but they still take too long to whatchamacallit. And at this point, I don't use them or anything because just the access and whatever how things move now. Um, yeah. Today is more of the same. Today is more of the same. Journal. I don't know what else to do though. That I want to do. Change my situation and do something different. I don't know. But that's why I encourage other people to capture those times and those moments. Yeah. Giving myself the space to just relax. Oh yeah, I was thinking about where could I be to, you know, I was trying to figure out another way because today's gonna be hot, and that's actually not something to really even complain about. I've been waiting for the weather to get back, decent. It's gonna be hot today, actually all throughout the weekend. I think it's gonna be hot today, tomorrow, clear, but then I think it rains on Friday for a little bit. I think it rains on Saturday for a little bit. I think it rains Friday and Saturday morning, but the rest of the day it's gonna be clear and it's gonna be hot. So those are things. And actually, it would be depending on that would actually work out as far as like making that walk. Keep thinking about making that walk. Every time I do like a short walk, I think about well, I'm noticing my feet. No, my food. Like if I was to make the walk today, like my feet are feeling better. My feet are feeling better than what they were, and I could make the walk, but I definitely whatchamacallit, another day or two of rest is actually gonna fare well. For my feet. And again, the other part of it is I don't have to make the walk. That's the whole other part is I don't have to. It's just with the see, here's where my whatchamacallit comes into play. Here's where I don't know what I call this. Is this the creativity or whatever? And this is just like if you want to make a hard or difficult to act easy, you ask a lazy person. So I don't know if this is where my creativity or my laziness comes into play. How could I, right? It's the 2 hour walk. How could I avoid this 2 hour walk? The purpose of the walk is to put the patch on the NASCAR jacket, the Levi jacket, and the leather jacket. Now, I could avoid this by simply like taking a picture of the patch, because I have videos in each of the jackets. So I can just take a picture of the patch and then put that over the video of each of the jackets. It's a thing. I don't actually have to go get the jacket and put the patch on the jacket. It's just for the visual, right? I can do that. That doesn't escape the Kobe picture. I want to do a Kobe reenactment. But instead of the trophy, it's the guitar. And I got my hat and the jacket and whatchamacallit. That's why I kind of want to do that. Now, there's no escaping that part. But the other good parts is the fact that the weather's going to be hot. That's a good part. And making the walk. Check on the tarantula. Check on the tarantula. See if the tarantula's alive. If it is, then that'll put it on my mind to think about getting crickets. That'll put it on my mind to think about getting crickets. With these, well, actually, no. This is actually what's how about I say? The people out for those. Well, maybe because it comes in like packs of 20, whatever it comes in a pack. People can, I don't like your name. People will offer just because, I guess because they have so many shared pastime, whatever. That would be a whole nother thing, bro. No, I'm scared of that. I wouldn't want to do that. That scares me. A pack of cigarettes scares me. I don't know why. A pack of cigarettes scares me. No, I understand nicotine is in, but still. I don't know why. think I'm a little bit sleepy. I think, kind of, sort of. I don't think I'm at the point where I'm like, I'll go to sleep. I think I'm at the point though where I'm like, well, things gotta move in such a way so that I'm just like, I don't know. If I was to shut up and close my eyes, I probably would go to sleep after a while. Or meditate. If I was to meditate right now, I'll go to sleep. I think the last time I was saying what was I had dreams the last 2 days, but like they didn't. I was just like, this is. There's something about like with dreams, right? I do not. When people are like, oh, it's an alternate timeline universe and that, I don't believe in none of that. I don't care about that, cause I be like, this ain't whatchamacallit, right? That'd be one. But then they be like, well, you need to study them and write them down for this and the third. But I be thinking like, what's the difference between a dream and a thought, right? A dream is just a thought. So I be thinking a dream is just a thought. That's one. But the tricky part about it though is, and like these was for like the last 2 days. I literally it was on some. Okay, should I even like try to remember this? The only thing about a dream, well, thoughts are the same way. You can have a thought and you can forget it and never remember it. But dreams are more forgettable. Some of them. But when I do my journal, I could have talked about my last 2 dreams in my journal. But when I woke up, I said, I don't care for this dream. I don't want to remember it. So I just decided not to remember it. And I put that in my journal. You talking to me is bad for me, but yet here we are. You watching me is bad for me, yet here we are. Again, I'm whatchamacallit. I'll be considered whatever because a person, like I'm enjoying myself and I'm enjoying my time. A person that doesn't agree with how I spend my time and my life, a person who doesn't agree with that is now talking to me and watching to me. That's bad for me, and yet here we are. And if I say anything rude to this person, I'll get labeled whatever. But it's a person that I don't want watching me and talking to me. Here we are. Glorilla, Tennessee. I haven't been to Memphis. I've been to Nashville. And Jericho? Jalisco. It's something. All right. This was Soggetto 109. The 109th. 109th. For some reason, something just kept telling me, just go. Just try. And I did. Look where it got me. Oh, I was mentioning the other parts because it just ran. I was like, damn, I'm happy, bro. Not about everything, but I was just sitting. I was like, damn, I'm happy. Non-negotiable. And you don't let nobody mess with that. My happiness. It's just a non-negotiable. My happiness is a non-negotiable. Anything and anybody that does not contribute to that, eliminated. Yeah, that's why I think it's weird, because it's just like, I spent the last 3 years avoiding so many people because they just annoy me. They make me just unhappy. They just irritates my soul. Yeah, I think that's the one thing I don't like. I want to get to a point where I don't live that way. But that's just what the past few years have just been. And it's just kind of like me just trying to figure out a way to avoid people so that I'm not annoyed. They can't annoy me. They can't bother me. I don't know. Anything else, it just does not make sense to put myself in any situation to even do anything that would bother me. It just don't make sense. Every time I'm like, no, go over here, do this, say this, I am. That's just the mentality. I don't know. I'm just really big on that. Just really big on that. Until something different happens, or when, next major life change or something. Just figuring out how to get there for it to happen, anything. And that's what, next chapter. This has been a long chapter, I feel like. I'd be tired. I wake up every day and be like, oh, it's just another day. Just gotta get through this one too. But pretty decent now. I'm trying to let this one go. I definitely could just let this one go, bro. Let this one go. Not yet. Bro, I'm chilling. Chilling. Maybe I'm somewhere a little sleepy. I don't know. Cento 10. These last ones I flung and I don't know where they just ended up at, bro.